Welcome to another video of Plan With Me. Once again, I'm looking at the Undated Classic Limited Edition Lavender Bliss Passion Planner. And I'm using it for lesson plans for my CCD class that I teach every Wednesday night for this next year. So in our last video, I did a quick overview of what the pages look like, but I actually went through and finished setting it up. So in the top left corner, you can see the Chelsea Brown design stickers for the month. And I got it in a nice lavender to kind of keep with the whole theme. And I used a couple different markers to set up the pages. I really enjoy using the Staedtler brand double-tipped markers. They come in a variety of colors, but there's a nice thicker tip end and a thin tipped end. And the thin tip is what I use to make sure I can write small because my handwriting is really big. And I was able to use this magenta color to put in some important dates that I need to know. When CCD starts, a mass I have to go to, other weeks. I can use the calendar for a lot of other planning purposes, for putting down important feast days and things like that that I should be aware of, things I want to make sure the kids know. So I love having this monthly layout. And if I turn to October, you can see that I still have some post-it notes because these are events that I'm not sure if I'm necessarily attending or if it's something I have to go to. So I don't want to put it down in marker or pen just yet because I don't want to make it permanent and then have to fix it. So I have it on post-it notes, and I've lived with post-it notes for the past few months with my passion planner that I use for my everyday life, and they are wonderful to use for planning ahead. I also used the black Staedtler pencil marker to write down like when Thanksgiving is and that, you know, we're off. I can use it to write down when Christmas is so that I know I don't have to worry about teaching those weeks because of break. Which is nice. I can take a vacation, do what I need to do. And if we jump ahead to the weekly view, I can show you what those stickers look like. This is week 2 of my year, and you can see up at the top the very nice Chelsea Brown, once again, designs stickers. And I loved using the really small end of the Staedtler markers to write in those small boxes. Like I said, I have really huge handwriting, so the thin tip helps me write a little bit smaller and a little bit neater in those boxes. And as you can see, I have 2 things written down for this week. Week 2 of CCD and a mass that I have to attend for being a CCD teacher. There's also luncheon, but because I don't know the exact date yet, I'm going to hold off on putting it down. But actually, I will remind myself of it by filling out a post-it note real quick. So I have a zip pouch from 31. I really enjoy it. It actually fits all the pages that I need for Chelsea Brown design stickers that I have, my post-it notes, other stickers that I use. So it's a really great purchase if you have the opportunity to get one, just to keep everything together. So I'm going to write in just a random Uniball pen, CCD meeting 12 to 2 question mark. And I'm going to put that right underneath my already penciled in mass time, so I know on the 17th of September I have this meeting, not sure the time, so I can remind myself. So to show you exactly how I go about setting up the next few weeks, I'm going to show you a blank week, which is going to be week 5 of my year. So what I do is I decide to take one color of the Staedtler pens. I've chosen the lavender, the nice light purple, and I'm going to use the thicker end side. Now I teach from 7 to 8-ish, which really means 6:30 to 8. Just make sure I'm there and prepping, and if any students come early. So I'm going to make one straight line at the 6:30 mark on Wednesday, and I'm going to do another one at 8 o'clock. And then I just connect the dots on the side, and I've made a nice square. That's it. That's all I do. But I also then take the black marker and write week 5. Or whatever it is that I'm going to be doing. When it's my regular passion planner, it might be work, it might be PT at 5:30, whatever time, whatever it is that I'm doing. And then to get that nice color, I take just Crayola colored pencils, or whatever color, whatever brand I have. I've also used Staedtler. There's a magenta color to use when I need it, but I'm just going to take the violet out and just color in that week. It colors right over the marker. The marker doesn't smear or anything. And actually, I had made a mistake earlier on today, and the marker writes over the colored pencil as well. So if you're not quite sure what you need to write, or need to add something to a description, you can use pen or marker, and they both work well over that colored pencil. And then I would just set it up again for the next week, week 6. And I do this once, and I don't have to do it again. So when I set up my entire lesson plan book, I set up the things that are always going to be there, like teaching CCD or attending mass, whatever it is that I'm going to be doing. This should be week 6. And it's really great. If I do make a mistake that I can't seem to fix, what has worked for me is covering up that block of time in a washi tape of whatever color I want to use, stripes, polka dots, whatever, and then writing over, usually in Sharpie. Sharpie works really well on top of washi tape. And that's it. That's really how I set up the week. Now, there is also the weekly focus in the top, and that is where I will write the objectives for the week, for that lesson, or just what I need to do. So looking back at week 1, or looking ahead to week 1, I'm going to use the dark purple this time. And my main objective that week is to introduce myself and introduce the students, right? So I'm going to turn it around and write introductions. Because I want to get to know the kids, and I want the kids to get to know me. I want them to know each other, because they will be spending time together, and they will be growing through this process. So that's all I have for right now. I'm still working on what I want to use the space of infinite possibility for and my to-do lists. But for now, this is how I'm setting up my week. Feel free to follow me at Nutmeg Plans on Instagram, and follow me on Facebook at Nutmeg Plans. The links are below by the comments. And thanks for watching.